Good morning, Lakeview students and staff. Welcome back to school. This year's Principal Otterson, and that over there is
Riley.
Riley, this is your last day helping me out because today I'm going to actually figure out who my assistant principal is. So how you feel about that? Kind of sad? You're not going to cry, are you?
No.
Oh, whew, good. But you have been a big help, so I'm so glad that you have helped me out. And boys and girls, you're going to see Riley throughout the year. We'll just have him do little visits from now and then. How's that sound? Sounds like a great idea. So anyway, I hope you all had a great weekend. And again, I look forward to figuring out who my assistant principal is. And boys and girls, if you're wondering how you can become an assistant principal, you need to ask your teacher because your teacher makes those decisions. It's too hard of a decision for me, Riley. I just can't do that. All right. Today is Monday, September 11th. It is cycle day 5. Have you ever heard anything about September 11th?
No.
Have you ever seen anything on TV or anybody talk about what does September 11th mean?
No.
No? Well, boys and girls, this is a very important day on September 11th. So I don't know if in New York City, there was these two big buildings called the Twin Towers, okay? And they're famous buildings in New York City, and people from all over the world would go and visit that spot. On September 11th in 2001, when were you born?
2015.
Holy smokes. So this is way before you were born. 4 planes were hijacked and taken over by 19 people and flown into these buildings. And 2 of those planes were flown into those Twin Towers. And what happened when they hit those towers, the buildings basically collapsed. And then there was 2 more planes that went on to crash into other sites. So it is a very important date. Please figure out or learn a little bit about it. Hopefully your teacher will talk about it, but go home and ask your mom and dad about it because it has really changed the way we do things. So for example, when you go to the airport now, Riley, have you ever gone on an airplane yet?
No.
Well, when you go on an airplane, you have to go through a security check. And it takes a long time. Before 9/11, 2001, you didn't have to do those things. So there's lots of different changes that have happened due to what happened on September 11th. So if it's now 2023, this happened in 2001, it's about 22 years ago, believe it or not. Hopefully I did my math correctly. A couple of quick announcements here. Again, bike locks. Please bring your bike locks to school. Again, this time I found only 8 bikes not locked, but that's still too many. Kindness. Have you seen anybody not being kind, Riley? Oh, you did? Oh, come on. No way. Not in the first week of school. You saw someone not be. How did you handle that when they weren't being kind?
I don't know. How should I?
So did you just kind of ignore it and see it and then not sure what to do? So boys and girls, if you ever see someone not being kind, first thing you need to do is use your words. You need to tell them, please don't do that. Maybe it hurts your feelings. Maybe it's something someone said. Maybe it's something someone did, but you need to use your voice and tell them, no, don't do that. If they say to you, I don't care what you say, then you need to say, well, do I have to talk to a teacher or Mr. Otterson about it? Hopefully they stop. If they don't stop, then you need to talk to your teacher, Mr. Otterson, about it. So make sure you use your words and let people know you need to be kind. So in other words, whatever this student did, you don't want to see that, right, Riley?
Yeah.
All right, lanyards, boys and girls. Another thing I want to remind you, I see you all wearing your lanyards to lunch. That's awesome. But let's please make sure when you go to recess that you tuck your lanyard in your shirt. That way it doesn't flop around. You don't lose it. So put it inside your shirt. And then when you go to lunch, pull it back out. Just, something to think about. Voice level, it's getting better in the hallway. So keep all that up. And Otter News. Ready for this one, Riley? As soon as you can walk, you never want to crawl again. Is that true? Once you learn to walk? Or do you still like to crawl?
No, I don't like to crawl. I only like to crawl when I'm in small spaces.
There you go. Why don't you like to crawl?
What?
Why don't you like to crawl?
Because,
kind of rough on your knees, isn't it? Yeah. Probably a good idea. All right, a dad joke. You ready for this one?
Yeah.
I know there are kindergartners right now that are learning their letters. So this is a very important joke for kindergartners. What letter in the alphabet has the most water?
What?
The letter C. That's a pretty good one. We are LV Pride.
We are positive, responsible, involved, determined, and equitable.
We look forward to seeing your greatness today. Goodbye.
Bye.
You students and staff, my name is Maya.
And this is Tegan.
And Susie.
We are here to tell you more about showing Lakeview pride in our hallways. Be positive by greeting people each day, and remember, when somebody does greet you, you should respond back to them. If you are in the hallway, make sure it is either a silent wave or only at level 1 voice level, which is a whisper.
Remember to be responsible by using those quiet voices.
We are showing Lakeview pride in the hallway by being involved by keeping your hands and feet to yourself and making sure all of your personal items in the hallway are being picked up and put away. Your personal items would be a coat, a sweatshirt, backpack, or shoes.
We are determined to show Lakeview pride in our hallway by staying with your class and, again, making sure our floor is clean and clear and using walking feet in the hallway.
We are being equitable and showing hallway pride by sharing and being aware of giving each other personal space. Remember to space out and not be touching your classmate as we are walking in our hallways.
You might also hear about showing line basics in our hallway, which shows LVE pride in our hallway by facing forward, keeping hands and feet to yourself, voices off again, so at level 0. Let's see how Mrs. Salmon's class shows Lakeview pride in our hallways.
Thank you for showing and modeling Lakeview pride in our hallways each and every day. We know you can do it.